Alright, this is Vegeta8259, and this is part 2 of the Revoltech Vash the Stampede review. And in this part, we're just going to be going all the weapons and accessories that Vash comes with. So first off, you get a chip for 10 Revoltech points. I probably won't be using those. And as you saw in part 1, you get this display stand, which is taped to the back of the package on the inside. And you have to put it together, but that's pretty easy. And it's got 2 Revoltech joints in it, allowing for some pretty nice customizability, if that's even a word. Anyway, there's a hole back here behind Vash's trench coat. Plug that in there. And let's see if it actually supports him. It is a bit heavy, but it's actually very heavy. But it will hold him, although if you lean him ever so slightly to the side, he's going to topple over, so I'm not quite sure how good of a display base this is going to end up being. It works, but I would just say be very careful how you pose Vash and just take his balance into account. Alright, so let's start off with weapons. Weapons, this isn't a weapon. This is a display piece, I guess. A bullet-riddled piece of debris, which we saw many of in the Trigun anime. And it's got a hole on it, not a hole, a peg on it, that'll allow Vash to sit on top of it. And it's got a hole down here, which I'm betting will fit onto this display base. And I'd be right. So, yeah, another option for your display base. This one actually might be better than using this thing. Alright, we get, if I can pull it out of here. Okay, there we go. We get a dusty foot effect part, which seems to be pretty popular with Revoltechs nowadays. Vash has got a hole in his heel, so you'll just put that right in there. And that is a pretty tight fit. But with this, you can get the sliding in the desert dusty effect with his foot. Plus, I would imagine it would help with stability in the more dynamic action poses. So, we get this. And let's move on to the real accessories. Not that those weren't real, but the good ones anyway. Alright, I think I'll start off with the alternate heads. If I can get both of them out. Alright. So, out of the box, we get a pretty normal Vash the Stampede expression. He's smiling and looking to the left. And it looks like we are going to pull his face off, revealing a kind of creepy looking hair on a neck. And as you can see, there's a double peg back here. And we get 2 more faces. Put this one on and we get a serious business face, as Hobby Link Japan put it. Remove that, and we get yet another serious business face, angry face with Vash looking to the right. So, and each one of the 3 faces are wearing Vash's signature yellow sunglasses. This one's not wanting to go back on. There we go. I remember on the old Kyoto Vash the Stampede figure, if you had the version that actually came with Vash's glasses, they were removable. You could put them off and on, which was kind of a nice feature, but I mean, look at how small those are. Those are going to get lost really easily, so you had to be careful to keep up with them. Alright, and okay, here we go. Next up, it wouldn't be Vash the Stampede without his signature giant revolver. And the hand is actually permanently molded onto the gun, so he can't, put it in and out of his hand. But that's good enough for me. I have no complaints. So all you've got to do is switch out the hands, and you've got a nice gun hand here. And also, Bandai gives us an effect part for the gun, or two guns actually. This nice kind of clearish fluorescent orange, I guess muzzle flash, that's what it's called, isn't it? And it just fits right into the barrel of the gun. And there you go, for kind of a Yasushiro Naito type muzzle flash. And also, that same part can be used for the other hand, because anybody who's seen the anime Trigun knows Vash's left arm houses a secret weapon. Look at how small this Revoltech joint is. You're going to have to take the hand off, Revoltech joint and all, and we get a separate hand, which just plugs in there, and we've got Vash's hidden gun arm. And actually I am a little bit disappointed now. I thought that this would be able to fit into this gun hand, but apparently it cannot. So that's a slight disappointment, but not really much to complain about. So yeah, gun hand on left and the right. And on top of that, we get many more hands. We get a gun hand for some reason. Vash comes with no other weapons that could use with this hand, so I'm a little bit confused right now. And also the same hand for the right. And you know what, I'm just gonna dump this out. Okay, there we go. And let's see, moving on, we get a stop in the name of the law hand, which will accommodates the Revoltech joint or a karate chop hand, either way. Let's see, we get three outstretched hands. This one's, the index finger is kind of pointing out a little bit more, and this one's just kind of a grasping hand, I guess. And then we've got another left hand which is really outstretched, good for those dramatic action poses. And then, of course, wait a minute, I'm gonna have to set this one up. Here we go. Of course, we couldn't possibly have a Vash the Stampede action figure without the Love and Peace hand. So yeah, definitely a plus for this hand right here. And actually, I think that is about it for accessories. And of course, with a lot of the newer Revoltechs, we get this clear orange little box to house all of his accessories in, which, it's obviously not going to fit stuff like this, but, well, let's see if you can fit all the rest of the accessories in here. Looks like all the hands and heads will go in fine, and I don't know, this thing's going to be... It might be a tough squeeze, but it just might fit in. Just barely. So yeah, basically you can fit everything in there except for, the display base and this dusty thing. So, I guess that about does it for the Revoltech Vash the Stampede review. And I have to say, this is actually a pretty nice figure. Oh, wait a minute. I completely missed something. You'll have to forgive me because, as you saw in part 1, this is the first time I opened this figure up. The gun actually is removable from the hand, I believe. Wait. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. I thought I saw something that wasn't really there. I guess that's what I do for what I get for reviewing things first thing in the morning. Anyway. So, I think this is actually a pretty nice figure. It's better than the other 3 Revoltechs I have, being Evangelion Unit 5, Optimus Prime, and Megatron. So, yeah, this is actually, I would say, definitely try and pick this guy up if you are a fan of Revoltech, or if you're a fan of, yeah, especially if you're a fan of Trigun. The same day they released Vash, they also released a figure of Wolfwood. And honestly, I hope they keep making Revoltech figures from Trigun. I hope, please, Kyoto, if you're listening, make a Legato Blue Summers figure, because, I love Legato. He's awesome. So, I guess that about does it for this review, and I will see you guys next time.